The showrunner of House of the Dragon, Ryan Condal, and George R.R. Martin have a bit of a feud. George, in a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, went into detail on their relationship, stating, "It's worse than Rocky. It's abysmal. I hired Ryan, I thought Ryan and I were partners, and we were all through the first season. I would read early drafts of the scripts, I would give notes, he would change some things. It was working really well, I thought. Then we got into season 2, and he basically stopped listening to me. I would give notes and nothing would happen. Sometimes he would explain why he wasn't doing it, other times he would tell me, oh, okay, yeah, I'll think about that. It got worse and worse, and I began to get more and more annoyed. Finally, it got to the point where I was told by HBO that I should submit all my notes to them and they would give Ryan our combined notes. This isn't exactly a shocker to me. George, in his blog post earlier in 2025, ripped the show, and he had to delete the post later since there were spoilers for season 3 in it. The story we get in the books is much more ruthless, and in the show it's much more tame and everything seems to be more of a coincidence or accident. Blood and cheese and Aemon killing Lucerys, for example. And my biggest complaint with season 2 was how much screen time Alicent got. Like, Ryan is obsessed with showing her looking over things, being sad, or floating in water. And it's like, can we get to other stuff, please? They basically cut out most of the Jacaerys and Craig Stark stuff, which would have been way more interesting. Ryan seems like he doesn't want to make anyone the bad guy, and that's the problem, because they're all the bad guy. George knows this, and anyone who read the books knows this. And I'm sure HBO is losing their minds about this as well. With season 3 of House of the Dragon set to come out later this year, they don't want negative press on it. People have compared Ryan to David and Dan, who were the showrunners of Game of Thrones. And in my opinion, he's way worse. David and Dan caught up with George, and they did listen to him for the most part. But they had to make changes because they caught up to Winds of Winter, a book which still is yet to be released. Ryan, on the other hand, is simply telling the story he wants to tell, even with the clear guidelines the books and George has given him.